There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is that for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to Biafra, consecrated nation, O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending peace shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build a glorious song of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
Bible clearly shows where the true Israelites are and where the Messiah is going to gather his people. Judah, he's going to gather from the four corners of the earth. But the other tribes, he will gather from beyond the rivers of Cush in Africa.
Like a candle in the night that came and blew us away.
And like a thief in the night, they came and stole it away.
We've been in the bondage for so long, we need a light.
All the Biafrans should stand up, rise up for your freedom.
It's a freedom song.
Freedom song, and together we save our land.
You know.
Freedom song, and together we save our land.
Yeah, from our religion, believe in nature, culture, now we are no one. So no more breathing, see we gotta go.
Our tradition is live and let live, but they are killing us now. We need peace.
See this land is green, we need a red and black to it. To make it work out, we need to be like Bonjour.
Together when we fighting for our freedom, so you gotta stand up, searching for the garden of Eden. Oh, we are freedom fighters, light of the lighter.
We fight to live
future of the children, the hope of the rising sun.
We will keep on believing and fighting to the end of time. We can't really war. Hey. Babylon them walk us off in the waiting. Brutality them can never see the rising of the sun. The futures of tomorrow. Now give them the strength they need. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freedom song. Freedom. Together we sing the freedom. Freedom song. And together we sing the land. We need that freedom song. Freedom song. Sing the land. Freedom song. And together we sing the freedom. Freedom. Freedom song. And together we sing the land. Together forever, forever. Freedom song. Yeah, yeah. And together we sing the land.
Fight for opera.
Freedom song. And together we sing the land.
Oh, freedom song.
Freedom song.
Freedom song.
Save our land.
Deliver me, Lord, I wanna live forever. Fight for your right. Deliver me, I wanna live forever. Fight for your right.
Yeah, this is another day. This is a brand new dawn. The land of freedom, rising sun. That is my new home.
I know that we can, we stick to the plan, my brother, we headed for freedom. Monkeys are jumping around this new west where we own the kingdom.
People believe we can have it. All of it tonight united. Think of a things that we can achieve. Let out this song for all my people to rhyme and flow.
Freedom without no chains, fighting without no brains. That was a freedom fighter, pilot sides and right up,
I'm a freedom fighter, I can never walk away. With the rising sun, we are here to stay.
We're fighting for our rights, it's time to make it right. It's not a crime for you to fight all that to get survive.
Everything they say, have it fine. This is our time, let's rise and fight for freedom.
We are living in the prison of our own creation, but we love. We will murder the nation.
We wonder why discrimination every way. The word of the poor and the one of the richer.
You are fighting with gun, I am fighting with love. I'm showing you love, you are showing me gun.
After much rain, the sun will shine again. As we can see, monkey and donkey, they are not the same.
Senior Rasta man, me not tell you how I feel. In a Milan, them a make a fist of it.
See, I can take it no more. Say the skilling is getting too far.
Yes, of course, together we can make it. Together we can make it. And so once again, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we're streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio, a platform which is the embodiment of pro-Biafran group being minded by our brother Jopa, which will come from afar, who hails from Abatete, Anambra State, Biafra land. Jopa, which will come from afar, is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, under the de facto customary government, which is headed by Alhaji Asare Dokubo, is embodiment of pro-Biafran group, people with different ideology, people with different mindset, people with different orientation, but uniquely with one agenda, and that is to ensure they protect the overall interest of the people of Biafra. And I can categorically tell you, it's not as if all of us believe in what all of us are saying, but we also understand that somewhere along the line, we're going to meet in a particular junction where everything we have done will appreciate. And so members of the de facto customary government, both the legislature and the executive, you are all highly appreciated. Members of the Biafra Nation Alliance, these are simple men and women who would have run away when they saw evil, but no, they stood by the truth and are still standing by the truth even unto the end. I acknowledge all of you for from the board of trustees to the administrators around the globe, and of course the media department. You are doing well, I must say you this evening. And by the special grace of the Almighty Creator, people of conscience who identify with us in this struggle, we thank you. I remain George ONYIBE. I hail from Abo, Anyoma province, to be precise, Delta State. And then I acknowledge the Creator who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. Anyị na-aja ya mma maka n'eziokwu ọ mara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma ya o juru anya dajụ inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dị onye dị ka gị ịbụ Alpha na Omega dadị anyị dị na-asị na n'edema o ise. Just like every other day, this evening we go straight to see how we can, by the grace of God, change the orientation of our people and bring them back on track. A lot have been said, a lot is still being said, a lot have been done, a lot will need to be done. But there are confusions everywhere. Just trying to keep the record straight, help the people to understand the importance why we must stand on course, no matter what happens. Our topic this evening is just 4 signs of failed agitation. 4 signs of failed agitators. A lot of things are happening, honestly. And most of us, they cannot get it. Most of us cannot understand. But believe me, majority of the things that are happening are not part of this process. And my prayer is that God should not allow us to become very comfortable with these atrocities. God should not do that. Before we look into our topic this evening, let me just refresh your mind about some of these challenges, some of this evil, and maybe you can be able to appreciate what you are doing this evening.
I need to get calm down. I need to get calm down. I need to calm down. People, I calm on down. When I work is you. I have a fire. Keep us I have a fire. When I work is you, keep us I have. The buyer can name nke anyị na-emekwa kịta agọkwara afịa maka na ọnya ka m bara keke ana m adụbu na mbụ eme na ana m ababu keke abara nkeke ka m gbaje ozi mgbagbazie keke dokwa ofu nnukwu ekwe n'akụkụ m ka m tụọ ya bụ omeru maka etu a ọgaranya iri esi ịma na ọwa tụwa ya ọya anyado dị moto nọ n'ime ọya anyado tokumbo ka nọzi n'ime keke emecha nchaachọ sị m ka ọ gbaruo akwamozu o si Lagos bata onye ka ọ na-agba n'ahụ kedu onye ọ na-agba n'ahụ ọ na-agba n'ahụ ụmụnne ya hapụ ụtọrọ ya ma ọ gbuo ya ya ọ na-agba n'ahụ ụmụnne ọ na-agba n'ahụ anyị ncha niile hapụ ụtọrọ ya ma ọ gbuo ya then ajụjụ na-ajụziwu onye gburu nwanne ma ọ na-atọrọ nwanne na-atọrọ ife ha ji biri ma ọ na-egbu ha a na-egbu ha ka o wute onye isi anawa ebe ana m achọkwa ka nghọta ahụ amaghọ ọ pụrụ na o nwere nke m amaghọ ndị Igbo gbusisiwe onwe ha ma ọ tọwa onwe ha then o wutewe ndị ọzọ ma o wutewe ndị Yoruba ma o wutewe ndị Hausa ha ejiri maka emere anyị ebere ka ya na-enye aka emeburu ife a chọrọ ka ọ na-eme maka adịka ama m ikwu amaghị ibezie ọ ka ghọtacha ife na-eme ife a anyị na-enyere ndị Hausa aka maka na a na-asị gị nnukwu oyibo terrorism hapụ ya terrorism ife ọ pụtara na Latin wụ ụjọ mmadụ ikwe mmadụ ibe ya ụjọ n'ahụ ụjọ anyị na-akọ ịgasị ndebe anyị ịgbagharịa Nnewi kịta ka na ịkpagharịa na Nnewi ya bụzi ebe a na-arụ unu commercial house maka ndị chọrọ iri ọkwa onye ọ na-asị akụrụ unu akụ na-eru unu onye na-ewere ata akụ unu a na-achọ ịtọrọ ya atọrọ a na-achọ ịgbawu ya agbawu mana ya na ya fụzi ebe a na-arụ ụlọ ọfụ maka ụjọ na-atụ ya ọ bụ budu ụlọ ma bido projekti o nwere onye mma gbara ana na-akwado ịrụ factory emechie na chapta nke ahụ maka ọya arụwụzie.
Of course, whoever this guy is, I just loved the guy. He passed the message in just a twinkle of an eye. A lot of things are not right. A lot of things are going on. A lot of things are going on and most of us cannot understand. They cannot comprehend that something is wrong. He asked a simple question for the sake of those who don't understand Igbo. He was in a tricycle as called Kekena Pepe. And then he saw a very wealthy man who ordinarily in his life would not even agree to enter Tukumboka, not to talk of Kekena Pepe. He just traveled to his village. And I'm very sure this guy is from Anambra. And then he wanted to praise the man, hail the man as custom and tradition demand on this part of the world. And the man signaled him, no, don't let them know who I am. This is Igbo man in Igbo community. And what are his fears? Once they know he's around, unknown gunmen will either kill him or rob him. The boy went on to say that you look at Anambra now, no more new building, no project going on anymore because everybody is afraid. You come and do something, unknown government will kill you. Then IPOB will tell you these are Cameroonian. You know, the Igbo woman and the Igbo man they killed. The IPOB now is telling you that they are Cameroonian. And then I begin to wonder, do we have Igbo tribe in Cameroon? Adi Amama, Ndiushi. The boy asked a simple question. Are we now helping Hausa or Yoruba? You know, he's a very diplomatic man. To kill our people. Are we now doing the job for them? Maybe he doesn't have enough sense. He needs help. And that is why I started by telling us this evening that regarding the Biafra restoration project, a lot of things has gone wrong. When I sit down and I see people analysis regarding what we are doing, cock and bull stories and factual evidence that will lead us to the end of the restoration project, bringing it to a conclusive end, I can but begin to wonder. But the truth remains that the moment our people know the truth and accept this truth, everything will be well. The issue of Biafra cannot be undermined. But it may not be achieved the way you are seeing it. And that is why every day I call on Igbo people. You must stop deceiving yourself if you are Igbo man. We must go back to the drawing board if you are Igbo man. Because this fire that has been kindled close to the throne, it may consume all of us. Those people, they are killing us, so they are killing us, they are not killing us anymore. So who is killing us now? Oh, it's DSS. DSS now is the one kidnapping Igbo people. DSS is the one killing Igbo people. Our topic this evening is 4 signs of failed agitators. Signs means a gesture or action used to convey information or instruction. There are indications surrounding the Biafra restoration project under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, which clearly portray that they are not going anywhere, but rather deceiving themselves. Today, coming to talk about those who are fighting to look into constitutional review or amendment. The same Nnamdi Kanu rubbish all of them. Coming to look at those who believe in Lower Niger and Bottom Land Niger and River Niger and Igbo Nation, the same Nnamdi Kanu rubbish all of them. Coming to look at those who believe, let's form another group Nnamdi Kanu rubbish all of them. He must find fault. He must find fault. And some persons believe, oh, we got to move on. You know, got to move on. Because the only load that will lead us home, the guy had desiccated on that road. Somebody got to pack it out. Most of our people don't know what is happening until it will get to you. But believe me, there is no time evil will prevail over good. It is not possible. But of course, the good will have to suffer. And many of you are doing that already. It is important we take a look at some of these signs of a failed agitator, to make you change your orientation and mindset, because most of us are not actually involved in this process for its genuinity, but for selfish gain. The people of Biafra, in the Igbo, you see, a lot is really wrong. But the Igbos must get ready. Somewhere along the line, we will save ourselves. But let's address the position where we have found ourselves first of all. When I talk about Ndi Igbo, I'm not talking to you in the southeast, because some of you don't even know who is Ndi Igbo. Some of you don't know. I listened to the press communique issued by Wiki, and I was a little bit comfortable, because should I say Wiki was diplomatic or he was being real? The Igbo in Rivers State have been in court with the Igbo in Imo State over oil well sited in Imo State, but supposedly belong to Rivers State. Or should I say sited in Rivers State, but somehow belong to Imo State. And the court eventually told the Igbo in Rivers State that the oil well belongs to them. And so the Igbo in Rivers State, in Imo State, should remove their hand. And then when Wike was giving a press statement, he says something. Let it be known to the people of Imo State that having been able to win this case does not call for rejoicing or a sign of victory over the people of Imo State. But for record purposes and effective administration, let it be that way. I do not know what Opus Odema will see about that. But this can lead to more fights. It is the same Igbo. And you know now, if Wike and Opus Odema were to fight over that oil well, who owns it? This is what will happen. The Igbos in the southeast will rally round Opus Odema, and they will fight the Igbo in Rivers State. And in their mind, Igbo tituaka no lao. It is applicable everywhere, and I'm happy that trap did not work, and I hope it will lie down that way until we get ourselves. We know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We understand it is going to take Igbo to save anything savable. But are the Igbo even ready? If you put them in stock and look at are they ready? The real war has not begun. If the demonstration of criminality of Nnamdi Kanu cannot point out to you what is going to happen, if Nnamdi Kanu will dedicate himself to kill Igbo in the southeast, you can imagine when that same virus in Nnamdi Kanu is projected into the Igbos in Rivers State, the Igbos in Kogi State, the Igbos in Benue State, the Igbos in Cross River State, the Igbos in Rivers State, the Igbos in Bayelsa, the Igbos in Edo State. Imagine when this disease will be injected into them. Who will bear the brunt? Hey, Kwademe Hijelu, Kwademe Hijelu, Nisha wakwole yo ne mwakole yo ebijeko ijelu. Nisha wakwole yo ne mwakole yo ebijeko ijelu. Kwadimeni nijelu jiwaya kenijeko. But of course you won't understand. I will keep on creating scenario. I will keep on creating preamble. Maybe you will understand. Not all what I'm saying meant anything to you, but take the one that meant something to you. It can save so many lives. A lot of things are happening and our people are deceived. They cannot figure out what is going on. And those who will die of ignorance and sheer wickedness will be more than those who will be savaged in the end. But there are evidence, there are symptoms for you to know this is not the real pattern. This is not the genuine platform. This is not the pathway. This cannot lead us anywhere, but rather destroy everything that we represent. And so tonight I take the liberty to take you back once again memory lane. Let's just look at only four characters exhibited by false and fake and failed agitator. Just only 4, if the time will permit us. It is important to take a look at some of these signs of failed agitator groups, and so that you can let's see if we can change your orientation. Let's see if we can help our people, because there is a war coming, and from every indication only one man will wage this war, and only one man will win this war. And do you know that man? Igbo man. There is a war going. This war was orchestrated or initiated by Igbo man. This war is still being sustained by Igbo man. This war must be fought by Igbo man, and this war must be put to an end by Igbo man. You will not understand, and I don't expect you to understand. Because everywhere there are agitation. I na cho Biafra. I na cho ONYIBE. I na cho Menka. I na cho Menka. I na cho Menka. Some are not here for the love of our people. A lot is wrong, and I tell you with the truth at our disposal. If you are here to save the next generation of Igbo, you lie. Not under our watch. I may have to tone down Biafra a little bit, but it cannot be placed aside. Igbos have died and died and died and died and keep dying, and they are still being killed by Nnamdi Kanu because of Biafra. And so jettison that name, it's not going to be fine. But maybe I remind you that the master key to open the whole process is Igbo. We shall look into them in the coming days. We shall review some of these truths in the coming days. But for the sake of those who have died, this is May, we will continue to project certain truths. We will continue to talk to our people. Maybe they will understand. But anybody want to play any abrakatami brakata, my brother, my sister, things cannot be the way they used to be. Nnamdi Kanu will testify later. Those of you who are ipunk of Nnamdi Kanu, just a matter of time, you will be ashamed you were ever there. You will be ashamed. And so let's look at some of these signs. When you begin to notice them around any platform, my brother, step aside. Step aside and observe. Very important. We are not observing. We are not trying to find out what is the problem. When Nnamdi Kanu came on air and tell you unknown government, yes, our ESM, photocopy, Photoshop, and then he deceived you. Majority of the Igbo people supported it. Those Igbo people cannot come home. Some of them are in diaspora telling you sit at home. But you never know it will lead to this way. How can people be so wicked? You brought all of us out here to make a show of us. to publicly disgrace us, to shame us. But have you forgotten? I keep telling you, there is no shame in the womb that gave birth to me. How can you shame me? Number one, if you care to listen, because you are not going anywhere, whether you like it or not, this truth will catch up with all of you. Depending on your standing, it may overrun you. So stand very well. Number one, look at the issue of talent display by IPOB to cover their weakness. On the issue of President Buhari's visit to Ebonyi State, just few days from now, we'll begin to see media publication, IPOB everywhere. Buhari is coming to Ebonyi State. No more coming to Ebonyi State. Don't forget, they were first of all making the first brokers. Igbo man cannot come to Igbo again. Igbo man cannot come to Igbo again. No Igbo man should come to. They were saying Wike, don't let Wike to come to Igbo land. Wike bunya usadi amama. While we were singing that, some gullibles have said, yes, Wike is the killer of Ndibo. Wike bonyi Yoruba, the killer of Ndibo. Thank God it's not a Chibuike, Rotimi, Amechi. We would have said it's a Janja with blood. And then we switch over immediately. Oh, Buhari is coming to Ebonyi State. He cannot come to Ebonyi State. They are shouting. The other dwarf marrying his mother in Finland. Simeon idiot. Jump on Facebook. Yes, I command all of you in Ebonyi State, sit at home. IPOB is still propagating lies. There was shit at home. Some of them are in one corner. Hey, we look at our elders. They didn't allow Igbo people to enter inside the where Buhari come. Hey, how are they doing this to Igbo? Hey, they are marginalizing Igbo. Imagine all our king are sitting on the ground. Hey, look at our king. They did not allow them to enter. Hey, how can they be doing this thing? But you say you want to stop Buhari now, and then you are in area. Giving orientation to market people. What can they do? They fear for their life. All those people in our area, why Buhari was even commissioning school in Ebonyi? Why were you not there? Ujiri come. Once you see people making mouths, though they are filled already. There is an adage others used to say in those days. Asana ane-eku eku ane-eme-eme. Ane-eku eku ane-eme-eme. In fact, the mindset behind that statement is that before you even begin to talk, continue doing. Before you begin to talk, continue doing. When you talk too much, you are not doing anything. Oh, we will keep Buhari. Oh, Buhari cannot enter Ebonyi. Oh, Buhari cannot. You move out from Buhari. You went to area to indoctrinate them. And then while you are doing that, Buhari is enjoying himself. He wear Isiago. He denied the Nnamdi Kanu from wearing Isiago. He wore Isiago. Ate Nkwobi. Drink better pepper soup. He was in Ebonyi. And then, since you failed, what did you do? You lied. Just to cash on the emotion of our people. Hey, they didn't allow Igbo people to enter. Hey, look at Hausa have entered. Hey, Hausa community is taking over. Hey, they were our king go. Hey, now you now love our Igbo's, right? But I thought they were all criminals and infidel. But you want to cash on the emotion of people. Anybody you see speaking from both sides of his mouth, run for them. In the normal circumstance, even though Buhari as a president visit anywhere, is it compulsory everybody must see him? Even in Nnamdi Kanu, when he goes to occasion, is it everybody that is allowed to see him? Even as small as I am. If I go to ordinary meeting, the way they protect me prevents some people from seeing me. Ordinary meal. And then because you are Biafra, they should leave Buhari for you.
If you can stop Buhari, you go and stop Buhari now. Simeon is giving seat at home. We don't see picture from a boy seat at home. You people deceiving yourself. But of course, you are not of any concern to me. I'm only telling the people of Biafra. When you see them putting up talent display to cover their weakness, no, they have failed. Just recently, the de facto customary government was able to create a process, an avenue through which the Conifer tournament ongoing, Biafrans were allowed to come and participate. What did IPOB do? To show you they are relevant. Because if they are not insulting, they are cursing. If they are not cursing, they are lying. If they are not lying, they are trying to bamboozle everybody. Yes, we are now in Conifer. We are doing football tournament. Oh, we are good to go. Hey, what you know nothing about. If you see such people, my brother, move back. They are failures already. They are failures. At the beginning of this program, one bingo wrote and said, Mazimefo, you betrayed Nnamdi Kanu, and for that your followers will betray you. And then I responded to that person and I said, what about the people Nnamdi Kanu betray? What will happen to those Nnamdi Kanu have betrayed? For record purposes, the few years I have worked with Mazimefo, people like Obidi and the rest of them, let them betray 100 times. Let them betray. But at least for saving this process, I think that is not even in their dictionary. But this is IPOB function. Other bingos are yet to come. Oh, Jemefo is a betrayer. Oh, Jemefo is a betrayer. But I'm happy that one day, you're going to thank all these noble men for standing in the gap. Number two, when you look at that very word, deceiving the people, let's take a look at this word, deceive. When they say somebody is a deceiver. There was time what was Buhari was planning to come to Ogoni. Niger Delta Venture gave simple message: if you near Ogoni, you will see something. Was it not threatening? They threatened to blow Aso Rock when they begin to release Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu came, I told you all of them are criminal. They are thieves. But today what is happening? Both pastors, both Igwes, all of them, we know all of you. They are not begging Buhari. Oh, our daddy Buhari. Oh, our loving Buhari. Oh, man of justice Buhari. Oh, intellectual Buhari. Oh, our savior Buhari. We beg you, almighty Buhari, please, that you might grant political solution to our son Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, Buhari, I beg you, pardon Buhari. Pardon Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, Buhari, please pardon Nnamdi Kanu. And then this does not keep you thinking that these people are failed criminals already who will never be allowed to serve the next generation under our watch. If you like, they do anything way you like. The truth is that a marriage to Anyuwaji will kwado. You don't understand. No, now we are begging Buhari. Meanwhile, some mischievous criminals and mugus and bingos under Nnamdi Kanu, they are on social media. Hey, we are going to stop Buhari. If Buhari enter boy, we are going to keep Buhari. We will keep Buhari. But meanwhile, inside the hall, where Buhari is fully seated, eating nkwobi, drinking nkwenu, na waji, ana gomo na sina ike na afọ na nkwo garini ya mma. Ya yapping. Hey, we're going to keep Buhari. Oh, Buhari is there. But let's follow the line so you know all of you are deceivers. They are begging Buhari. Oh, Buhari, please pardon Nnamdi Kanu. Why would he pardon him? Is the right to self-determination a crime? Why would he pardon him? And Buhari that was avoiding court process before now, why is he so bold now to tell you, let the judiciary decide his fate? Why? You see, the ball has actually changed. Because before we were the ones shouting, we want the case to be tried in a competent court jurisdiction. Even though we know there are a lot of clauses in the 1999 Constitution that will eventually deny us of our rights. But yet, in the midst of it, that the global community may see how weak the justice system, universal is, we engage them. If it is a sin to be the author of our destiny, we will pay the price without any doubt or fear, without shrinking or perceiving for any punishment. But it's amazing now. What are we doing? Hey, Buhari, pardon him. Please, we are the 30 generational, first of all, Nigerian father. Oh, please, pardon him. Give him political solution. Please, Buhari. They forgot Buhari don't hear Igbo. They were even speaking Igbo. Buhari biko Buhari manana ne kanu bo obere nwa. Buhari obere nwa onwere uche biko. Biko Buhari na ne kanu obere nwa onwere uche. Now are you confirming it? So you get the point. Deceivers. But they are on social media. You must free our and they can. You must agree about. But for God's sake, what are we fighting for? When that word is used, deceivers, which is a very powerful sign of a failed agitator. Let's look at some of the related words for deceiver. When they say somebody is a deceiver, the person is an impostor. When they say you are a deceiver, it means that you are a cheater, you are a flatterer, you are a swindler, you are a blasphemer, you are a conniver, you are a cheat, you are a sneaker, you are a reprobate, you are a trickster, you are a bigola, very dirty criminal, no good thing, deceiver. Are these characters not manifesting from Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB? Are you telling me they are not flatterer? When they flatter you politically, you will think Biafra will be. How many times has Nnamdi Kanu told us? Iye game, he got free game. Biafra got bia 2014. Iye game. Biafra got bia 2015. Iye game. Biafra got bia 2020. Iye game. Very soon now you start shouting Biafra got bia 2030. Look at some of you joined IPOB when you were 20 years. Now you are 30. The ones that are 30, now you are 40. The ones that are 40, now you are 50. The ones that are 50, now you are 60. And they are ripping you off. Are you telling me you don't see their flatterers, swindlers? Does it not show everywhere? Yes, wonderful Biafran, you have to do fundraising. John, come and do fundraising. Our ESM must be protected, they must be equipped. Yes, we in Finland and in abroad begin to send your money. All of you in Biafra land driving Kakena Pepe. All those of you who are looking for asylum paper, you are somewhere in around the world, you are hustling. We know we can give you asylum paper. Just begin to contribute your money. Let us defend our land. And you think they are doing the right thing. These are Yahoo freedom fighters. Unknown gunmen and ESM are now taking the laws into their hand. You can't control them. Yes, we are raising fund. Are they not 419? Are you telling me you are not seeing that they are swindler? Every day fundraising. IPOB now is telling you autopilot is doing a tomato farm in Biafra land. Then IPOB is doing a FIBU in Biafra land. Can't you see they are swindlers? And by the virtue of this they have failed. Can't you see it? We look at number 2. Once you notice any of these character manifesting from the know they are gone. Number 2. The exclusion of IPOB from list of asylum seeker in UK. You know, a publication came forth, and then they said United Kingdom have acknowledged IPOB as a terrorist group. And then within 24 hours, a lot of toes and fro went on. For a while, IPOB bowed. And then after a while, the media tout came out again. Hey, Nigerian media lie. IPOB is not recognized as a terrorist by a United Kingdom. But let's look at it this way. First and first, you as Igbo man, with the current activity of IPOB now, are they terrorists? Tell yourself the truth. I don't expect you to answer me. Are they terrorists? They hold Igbo girl, kill the man, Igbo man, with two of him friend. You know, when the audio came up, I was thinking it's arranged audio. Because the guy said they were going to make the video and publish it. I know IPOB media tout will go and edit and remove some implicating area. So we were waiting for the video. He told them in that telephone conversation that they killed 4 of them. And when you look at that video, you will see dead body of 3 men lying down and that woman that was slaughtered. Of course, because of Facebook community policy, we cannot invade their privacy by uploading such video. Most of you, in fact, the woman that forwarded that video to me as early as possible was crying. She couldn't watch it. She couldn't watch it. She was crying. The Chinasa is not shouting. No, now IPOB now the Kano want to tell you, no, it happened in Cameroon. It's not IPOB. And the Cameroon and Asusi Kwaibu. The Cameroon I was a Kwandi Igbo. Bingos everywhere. What they did, that video will soon emerge because they have all of them. Maybe after this broadcast, they won't bring it again. They raped the woman in presence of the husband, having killed the other 2 men, and then they killed the man. After having torn after torn of her flesh, they tell her to lie down. She lied down. And then they beheaded her. And while she's struggling and grasping for life, they cut off her private parts. And you see, according to IPOB, these Cameroon people were speaking Igbo. These Cameroon people. I think Chinasa didn't do the work well, because if not, Chinasa would have, asked them to speak Hausa. Then when I say, am I saying it's not happening? The prophecy have been given. And the day they will make that move, what happened to Kwenamina and her entourage will repeat itself again in the land of Biafra. But this is not issue to be discussed until that time comes. But then it is inhuman and very wicked for you to come out and begin to kill your people just to prove a point, a very useless point for that matter. And like I said, one of them is, we are talking about the issue of excluding IPOB from the asylum list. They went on social media line, after line and line and line. Like I ask, is IPOB not a terrorist? Is IPOB activity not a terrorist activity in Biafra land? Alibu. And then all of them begin to rally around. You see, what we actually said, IPOB is not a terrorist, only that Nigeria know them as terrorists. And then the only thing we said again is that the IPOB who are involved in violence cannot receive asylum again. And then UK is expecting that Chike Dozen will come and say, yes, Great Britain, this IPOB now, these ones are not terrorists, they are not involved in violence, so give them asylum. Business continue. Most of you are very old bingo, very mature bingo of Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Because of asylum paper. The moment there's IPOB is a terrorist and the issue of asylum, if they jump to the Facebook, hey, you cannot talk asylum. Hey, if it's an IPOB because of asylum people. If you cannot tell them that story, and so many bingo on my page and elsewhere, you are an IPOB because of asylum people. And these are people who want to question my integrity. You get the point now. IPOB refused to help a fee. I have to contact Mazimefo, and then he made some contact. We were there till they give a paper. If they don't give a paper, they go court every day. Tell them say he did France because of they won't give her out early marriage. Then before they change the story, turn on to Nigeria won't kill him. And so, but indirectly, they are driving you home. At least they now agree that some cross section of IPOB are unknown gunmen. Britain indirectly agreed that some fraction of IPOB are ESM. Britain indirectly agreed that some members of IPOB are terrorists. My advice still remains: if your name is in any document, you use your name, your data, register IPOB anywhere in the world. My brother, go comot your name quick. Because you no go escape this thing. The blood of innocent people killed by Nnamdi Kanu and his cohort, they are not sleeping. Now advice I they give you. IPOB mission is ended. If Nnamdi Kanu like, let him do anything. Let all this start. Let them drag heaven down. The mission of IPOB is ended. That company closed. No more business. Don't you get it? They are now everywhere. Oh, shame, don't catch them. Look at everything. Say no colors terrorists. My guy, make it fasten up. I've advised you not to change, but you have sealed your fate already. So continue. Sit at home. Sit at home. Ne yoda. Ne tinku. Sit at home. And so when you see people who lie in such manner, terrorists, my brother, they have failed. This is not the first place we see freedom fighting. All of them actually require a proportion of violence, uprising, civil disobedience, but in a very coordinate manner. And of course, they don't go about killing their own people. Once IPOB see Igbo man, he can kill him. Hey, I get Igbo. Look at the other idiot who was threatening Chief Rafael Wazirike. Now, Chief Rafael Wazirike, we give you one warning. We are going to kill you. We will kill you. All these people, they don't know what to do. The point is now, no more business. No more business. Number 3, mismanagement of trust issue currently being demonstrated by the supposed agitator group through lying, terrorism, and betrayal. Trust issue. Mismanagement of trust issue. Now, for once, let's look at when nobody was a saboteur in IPOB. These people were very okay. They were doing well. They all trusted in Nnamdi Kanu, supported Nnamdi Kanu. Like Mazimefo said in his last broadcast, they put ladder for Nnamdi Kanu. The moment he climbed up, he kicked the ladder out. Tell everybody, get out, I am God now. Get out, I don't need your help. I know somebody is going to say, hey, this is a lie. He didn't say so. Trust issue. Then IPOB was doing well. And then along the line, Nnamdi Kanu want to compromise our sister, Deputy Chancellor, de facto customary government of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu want to set her up. I think she should be the first person they blackmailed that she stole transmitter money. That she stole transmitter money. And she cried. She tried to tell the world, this is what is happening. Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. But she's a woman. People like that, how do you attack her? Look at you, Ashabu, you kill your husband, you are wicked, you are evil, you are working with Nigeria, you are new. They shut the woman down. Trust issue. This woman abandoned everything, risked everything, because she believed in her Igboism. And then the first women group in this IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu descended on them. Those women say, no, we are true mother. Those were the true Ada Biafras. Not all this and they do in America and they yahoo everywhere. Those were cultured and traditional women, mothers I should say. All of them abandoned Nnamdi Kanu. But you know the amazing thing is when all these things are happening, those of us who are ignorant seems to support Nnamdi Kanu, just as most of you are doing now. But if we are able to discover the truth, and then we are here to help you see the truth, my brother, you will be delivered like all of us. And when we left there, we started seeing the display of criminality, quarry everywhere. Uche Nasiebu, Clifford Iruanya, everybody, all the formidable, Mazio Bide, all of them turned to saboteur. Trust issue. Who is making them saboteur? Nnamdi Kanu. And then all of a sudden, he descended to us. We the coordinators. Akwara is a kidnapper. Onukwenwas is a kidnapper. Ruby Matthew is a kidnapper. Judge ONYIBE is Onyoshi transformer. And Mazemefo kept quiet. And then if you Mazemefo should have come on air, stop me from broadcasting. Mazemefo didn't do that. They include Mazemefo. Trust issue. And then you've now asked yourself a question. So all these people since the beginning of this struggle, all of us are saboteur. Only holy Nnamdi Kanu. But you are not okay. If you are okay, there are things he has said, there are things he has done, which most of you have forgotten, and you may look at it as the art of heroism or he's a god, divinity. Just listen.
And I pay for that money. I will spend money. If you tell me who said to you, I gave money to Nnamdi Kanu to do Biafra, I will resign tomorrow morning. Igbo men are stingy. They don't give anybody money. Go and ask. In case you're stupid, go and ask. Igbo men don't give money to anybody to do anything. If you say who gave me money to do Biafra, and I pay for that money, I will spend tomorrow morning. If you tell me who said to you, I gave money to Nnamdi Kanu to do Biafra, I will resign tomorrow morning. Igbo men are stingy. They don't give anybody money. Go and ask. In case you're stupid, go and ask.
Igbo men, you are stingy. You are stupid. You don't give anybody money. Nnamdi Kanu is using his money to fight for Biafra. Trust issue. Somebody just ask him, oh, Nnamdi Kanu, where are all the money they are giving you? Where are the money what Igbo Congress gave to you? Where are the money some people from the politics, the governors, senators, where are the money they are giving to you? He start jumping. Igbo man don't give money. Igbo man, you people are stingy. Igbo man, you don't give your money. Igbo man, but that comes to think about it. Then Nnamdi Kanu now is using his money to save all of us. And then, if this be the truth, where did Nnamdi Kanu work? The last time I checked, they say he's a barber in UK. And then he's involved in politics, doing campaign for one, is it Abga? In London, he was a political otimpu. So he didn't T1 today. He been there. Where did he work? He couldn't finish secondary school. He could not finish secondary school. Have you heard him talk about his qualification? And then all of a sudden, somebody who lives in his father's house before he joined this struggle now have the billion to sponsor us. Even say it to your face. Because Nnamdi Kanu made you, he picked you from gutter. That is what he said about Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, Mazimefo. Nnamdi Kanu pick you from the gutter. Nnamdi Kanu feed you. Nnamdi Kanu gave you paper. But who was Nnamdi Kanu? Where does he work? Trust issue. If you see anybody who tell you he gave me money to fight for Biafra, if you see anybody tell me I will resign. All of you who have given him money, are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed of yourself to know that some of you are sick in the head? Look at what he's telling to your hearing, and you are giving him money. I don't want to call name. Nnamdi Kanu, the day you ran away from your house in Afari Beku, somebody gave you $10,000 cash. Somebody gave you $10,000 cash. Nnamdi Kanu, what is that money meant for? Trust issue. Nnamdi Kanu cannot trust anybody. But all the bingos are, oh, you are our savior, we love our savior. You don't know what you are calling for. With what we know, with what we know, with what we know, with what we know. Biafra Restoration Project under Nnamdi Kanu. If I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, I will say, Meyerem Chineke ekene o, Meyerem Chineke o ekene ọma o, Meyerem Chineke otito, n'ihi na o mewara anyị ụzọ ka bata ụzọ dị nsọ. O merụwala m ụzọ, o merụwala m ụzọ, o merụwala m ụzọ ka m bata. I begin to thank God. That day, Nnamdi Kanu open his hand and say, Judge ONYIBE is... No, can you call Judge ONYIBE expert? Turn that the fire on. TK Dozie on the road. You are expert. Issuing memo. They told you I'm on a bigger assignment. That was the day God saved me. Because all of you still chatting bingo bingo, you are going to pay dearly for it. Not because Nigerian government had the moral standing to do anything. The blood of the people you have killed desecrate the land of Biafra. They are after all of you. You can still save yourself before it begins. That's another kind of telling you, trust issue. All of you have given him money. He's telling you, if you know you give me money here to do Biafra, come out and say it and I will resign. Come out and say it and I will resign. And Razundera
don't give money to anybody to do anything.
Igbo people don't give money. Very stingy Igbo people.
Money to do Biafra, and I pay for that money. I will spend money.
And then ask Nnamdi Kanu, who is the treasurer? Who is the financial secretary? Who is the public relation officer? Who is the religious leader? Who is the legal leader? Who is the head of coordinator? Who is everything? Who is everything? Nnamdi Kanu and his family member. And he's telling you, if you say I chop my money, if you say I chop my money, I punk. A lot of things is coming your way. The earlier you begin to come out your body, the better for all of you. Mark my word, what I'm telling you. IPONC will make a simple mistake. And there will be massive hunt for IPONC people all around Europe. Mark what I'm saying. I'm not in Europe. Since I was born, I have not left Biafra land. That is where I am, inside Nigeria, inside the zoo. I'm talking to you all the way from Urugudu. Of course, Agbo, very close to Urugudu there. And so maybe you will say, I want to come to Britain and kill you. No, I say mark today's date. Very soon, all IPONC in UK, you will be hunted down. Because your criminal activity cannot be hidden. And that account, you are transferring money from Germany to Europe. Begin to go and dig tank and hide it inside Sockeway. Those accounts will be shut down. The owners of those accounts will come out later. Just make that mistake. Just make that mistake. Now the Kanu IPOB, come and expose us, come and disgrace us. But do you know what is coming? There is no Biafra agitation under IPOB. The earlier you know it's all business, the better for all of us. But our position and condition in the Nigerian state must be properly reviewed. Look at the fourth one, who is the last one. They lie. They lie to defend themselves. They lie. They lie. Anybody who tells lie, anybody who tells lie, say there are 7 things that are abominable unto the Lord. Yea, no, there are 6 things that are abominable unto the Lord. Yea, there are 7 sins. One of them is a tongue that tells lies. A tongue that tells lie. The Bible call it the scourge of the mouth. We John Domeye remove the IPOB John Domeye remove. When you see your leaders begin to tell lie, my brother, they are failed. You can see it in Nigeria. They tell lies. Everything Nigerian does is lie. Everything from Buhari to the poorest man, everything about Nigeria is lie. That is why Nigeria can never progress. Individuals can steal money and run away, live in affluence in diaspora. But inside this Nigeria, if we can imagine in this very era, in this very dispensation, when NEPA bring light, electricity distribution company give us more electricity, somebody at the age of 90 will jump up, hey, up NEPA, hey, up NEPA. At this era, and you are not annoyed, you are not angry, I don't blame you. Why is it like that? They lie. Buhari, for instance, did not go to school. He didn't even go to primary 6. But he's my president, our president. He's a general. Oh, maybe he has Harare degree. You know, they have honorable degree, and then they have Harare degree, and many degree. Maybe United Kingdom, UK gave him Harare degree, like they gave Obasanjo. But they ask him, Buhari, give us your primary 6 certificate, at least, which is enough credential to put you on that seat. He went to hire. Is it not 1.5 million son to defend him? They lie. Did you hear about it again? If I have my primary 6 school certificate, why calling lawyer to defend me? They lie. They don't tell you the truth. Oh, it is Igbo turn to rule. Go and look at ordinary pastor Tunde Bakare, who is telling you by justification of divine amalgamation, Igbo man is supposed to be the next president, and I'm telling all of you, Yoruba, my Yoruba, and the Hausa and the Nigeria, let us support the Igbo man to be the next president of Nigeria. He don't go collect form. He lied, even man of God. Where we want to start from? Any agitation platform always lying. No, they have failed on arrival, dead on arrival, all the agenda. Nobody is perfect. When you make mistake, you should be humble to say you made a mistake. I've enjoyed great strength by accepting that I was wrong. I've enjoyed peace of mind, protection, by acknowledging that I am wrong when I am wrong. Some persons will come and say, in fact, there was somebody I has issue with. I made a post about Nnamdi Kanu, and the person came to my boss and started attacking me. And he said, I told you, why are you challenging Nnamdi Kanu? You said if they stop calling your name, you will leave them. But they are not calling your name again. Why are you still attacking them? The person insulted me. I said, well, I don't know how many social media platforms you have access to. But as far as I come on air, anybody talks about me, it goes down to Nnamdi Kanu. The person insulted me and moved on. Until you get involved in my market, I don't talk to you. After all, for 4 months, I didn't say anything. Nnamdi Kanu, they were yapping. I would not even said anything up to now. Even till Simeon Ekpa marrying his mother in Finland just to get paper. These are the Indian Achindi Igbo. The Igbo Foundation will be revisited. It is going to shake everything you believed. And I can only advise you to get ready for the impact. All of you using us to make money. Sorry for all of you. Simeon Ekpa to claim relevant came on his platform. Show me love. Press love. Take ash to support this program. Merchandising all of you. Liars. He came on the platform and told you, hey, Judge ONYIBE, Agitators. I didn't say it to Nekwano Gonente. Judge ONYIBE, one chani ne one onye jeberi achimobi. Why ye Judge ONYIBE go koje turu chimobi no? Judge ONYIBE ribuche gaho. But from the eve of Chimobi's burial till the next day, I was in Chimobi's compound in Oka. I left their compound in Oka. That should be between 8-9 p.m. They don't know me. I was broadcasting from there. Majority of the people don't know me, so I'm with them every day. They don't know I'm the one. How God does it, I don't know. Only those that are allowed to know that I'm Judge ONYIBE that knows. And so Simeon Ekpa, I don't know where he come from. He's even lying against me. In one of my broadcasts, when I responded to him, I told them, these are people who collected the money, not Judge ONYIBE. Chikedoze Manene collected the money. And then they cannot call me and say, don't build house for Chimobi Ukafo. His reason was that when we build house for Chimobi Ukafo, other people who will lose their brother and sister will begin to ask for house to be built for them. But today, IPOB of Nnamdi Kanu is that, you lie too much. It's a sign of failures. So watch out for these symptoms. Tell our people the truth. Like I have always said, we have so many pro-Biafran groups involved in this process. I don't believe in all of them. But does it really matter? I don't like all of them. But does it really matter? You see, I have involved. I think I know more than some things that I should know. It really doesn't matter. I believe in your ideology. It doesn't matter. I believe I love you. It doesn't matter. It is the end result that we pay attention to. Let me digress a little bit to explain this. If you see somebody for the first time, you don't know them. You may not even know the person's name. And just for the first time, you interact with the person. And in your mind, or you can say to somebody, I like this guy. I like this guy. I just like that guy. And sometimes you say, I like that guy. I don't know why. I just like that guy. And now, in the same way, you meet another person. You've not met them before. They've not offended you. They've not done anything wrong to you. And then all of a sudden you see them. In just first instance, you feel you hate them. You say, I don't know. I just hate that guy. I can't stand him. I hate that guy. And I understand. There is a spiritual influence behind the feeling. You like somebody you've not met before, and then you hate somebody you don't met before. Something controls our feeling spiritually. And then you see, when the sun is too hot, it affects your feeling. When you have money in your pocket, it affects your feelings. And then when there is no money in your pocket, it affects how you feel. And so it's irrelevant. Whether I like you or I hate you, it really doesn't matter. End result is what matters. And so under this umbrella of de facto customary government, other pro-Biafran group fighting in different form, I repeat, I don't believe in everything they are all doing. But did I say it cannot yield positive result? Yes, it can. What do? I carry my head or I carry my love and keep it one corner and then wish them well. That is how it should be. And that is why we keep calling all of them. We may not agree between what you are doing if you think is going to do good for all of us. And then somewhere along the line, when everything has been settled, we can come out and say, I was wrong. I didn't know you people are this smart. Brother, forgive me. You see, it creates more atmosphere for unity. That love that truly bonds brothers and sisters. And so why will I come antagonizing you if I know this truth? But by the time you begin to lie, just to become relevant on the expense of your people, my brother, you have failed. I won't have to stop here this evening because duty call. I just think I should be here. And I thank God I'm able to make it this evening. Tomorrow is another day. We'll continue from there. Don't let them deceive you. Don't let them change the narrative. Webagu kitikiti, webagu katakata, because we are here. I am their destiny and I am their doom. As far as they have made up their mind to merchandise on the people of Biafra, they can eat you mugu while it lasts. But we are here. Don't let IPOB deceive you that they are not terrorists. It is in the making already. Britain acknowledged it. Britain said the terrorists inside IPOB will not be granted asylum again. Did you not hear it? Let me play it again. Let me play the audio. I think I have it here. Let's see if we can play it. He said the terrorists inside IPOB will not get asylum again. All the terrorists of IPOB will not get asylum. He didn't use the phrase terrorists, but he said all those people that are violent in IPOB, which means he acknowledged violent people inside IPOB. Eventually, they are terrorists. All those terrorists in IPOB, they cannot get asylum paper again. And so, with coming time, if IPONG do not repent, the activities of the terrorists is going to increase, and then they are going to be terrorized and criminalized as the case may be. So don't let anybody deceive you. Disassociate from them, because one way or the other, this evil they have orchestrated, they cannot run away from.
The government of the United Kingdom, UK, says only violent members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, will be denied asylum in Britain.
Did you hear?
Reacting to reports claiming that the UK added IPOB to its list of terrorist groups, the British High Commission, BHC, in Abuja, said the British government only acknowledged Nigeria's classification of the group. In a statement by Adenuga Kanda-Legbe, a BHC spokesperson, the UK government said all asylum and human rights claims made in the UK are considered under individual facts in accordance with our obligations under the UN Refugee Convention and European Convention on Human Rights, taking into account relevant background country information and case law. The High Commission added that IPOB members who have committed violent crimes in Nigeria will not be granted asylum.
IPOB members who are terrorizing, IPOB members who are open gunmen, IPOB members who are terrorists, IPOB members who are ESM, IPOB members who are aiding and abetting terrorism. No more asylum for you, you are a terrorist. Is it not the same thing? Were they saying this before? We don't know the canon, more powerful. Will he be making money by giving you visa, making document for all of you? Don't let IPOB or any of them to change your mind. Oh, they say you are not terrorists, you are not. No! He said not all of you are terrorists. And that is the truth. And that is why we are here. Some of you are innocent, responsible men and women. It is the love of your country that brought you here. It is for the betterment of your people that you are here. We understand. And I think UK is fair enough in this very statement. So IPOB still remain a terrorist group. Just that they exempted most of you who are truly innocent and ignorant. You know, the Bible says in the days of ignorant, God overlook. We'll bring it to an end this evening. Watch out any pro-Biafran group Whether I do kingdom, you go do me, go do kingdom, autopilot, all of them. Most especially those of them that say, now the Kanu is our leader, now my brother, run for your life, not them. You need to be wise. You need to grow up. The time has been fast spent. This is still Radio Biafra Extra, streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio. Our lines are open at this moment. Peradventure, you have one or two things to say. The line is all yours. Our direct line is 08065 875555. 08065 875555. And of course, we have a caller on the line. Let's see if we can get that caller. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Your name and where you're calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Good evening, sir, from here.
Good evening, Agwai. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for the good work you are doing. I say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on your time zone, to all the good men and women over there and the genuine lovers of freedom worldwide. Really, your topic tonight, you've done justice to it. Like as they normally say, there is not much gospel in evening class. Just few things I just want to trace on all the things you have said so far. The first one is concerning Simon Ekpa, that came from one small compound in the village of Igbo in Ebonyi State. You see, issuing sit at home in Ebonyi State that the day Buhari is coming, everybody should sit at home. Did anybody ever tell him that there have been sit at home going on in Ebonyi State? Let him come home. Let me know whether he can control the people in their compound. Talk much of the entire Ebonyi State. You know, when somebody didn't know who big past him, he will, anyway, I will not blame them because he sit down on a parlor given to him by a woman. He will open his mouth wide and start talking rubbish. Let him come home and tell the person on the throne to even to leave the throne as he was propagating it before. When they concocted all the manner of things they concocted, thinking that they will use it to push the man out of his office. Then he come home and tell him that he declared the sit at home in his state. And why is it that the other people went to have their state to demonstrate in the market and they failed to come to the school, the state that is happening? Even on social media, I saw some of their propaganda and lies to showcase that actually they did something. Where did they enter the Ebonyi State from? Some mentioned one place that they burnt a machine and motor, arrange something. I don't know why these people lie a lot. This brings me to what you just said. I don't know why they lie a lot. Do they ever think that there are people on the ground that knows all those places they always used to lie and write all those rubbish on the social media? That's why I've even decided not even commenting on anybody's post or saying anything. Because when I look at the things you are saying you don't know, and I don't know who is giving them the information, for Christ's sake, they will concoct something and say, these people live by lying. They lie more than devil itself. Now, let me ask this question. Those people that are talking of asylum, they are jumping up and down because of asylum. They are using the blood of our innocent ones to be receiving asylum and using it to climb high in abroad. Have they ever asked themselves, what is it the thing that those on ground are gaining from this agitation? What are they gaining? Nothing. We pay national dues, we pay state dues, we pay unity dues, we pay burial dues, we pay this, we pay that. Everything will be gathered and sent to them in Germany. Then at the end, what are we benefiting from? Nothing. They are collecting our sweat, collecting our money, now started collecting our blood and using it to live large there, paying their house rentage, paying themselves salary, then seeking for asylum. What are all those people on the ground benefiting? Death, threats, killing by stray bullets, and all manner of evil. It's not good at all. Now, let me ask our elders, if even the bingos themselves, they don't know that these people, they are using them now to play politics. They thought that they are talking on their behalf. Even on social media, I saw one that we are saying, undermining that Jibril Khan, but their leader's name was mentioned inside the house, was mentioned. Fine and good. But
how did they mention him? How did they mention him?
The statement made by the president. Let them tell me the place he mentioned their leader. He spoke everything with diplomatic move. Did he mention his name? Then no. It's the people that are writing, the writers, the journalists that now wrote it on paper and put his name there. When he reached his turn, they put his name and they say what the president said. But I listened to all the statements he made. He did not call his name. Rather, he referred to the elders. That all the elders that have been coming to him, pleading with him to pardon him or to pardon their son, that they will know that he will not do what other people have the right to do. That let them allow judges to do, court to do their work, and they will decide his fate. And I so much love that statement he gave to them. I think that day of Ebonyi own, I think all those elders with red cap will not have the inventory to go to Abuja again to take Buhari any rubbish. He just put all of them in the poto that day. And one question I want to ask them, why are they always coming to talk of pardon, this and that? Have they ever for one day come out to condemn all these atrocities that is going on in our land? What actually are they up to? Even this last couple that we are killed, and many of all these people that are going for this and that, none of their children are in the country. Their children are abroad. Now, why is it that they could not come out to condemn the evil? Even this last one that happened, that even some of the Bingos people were even praying seriously against the people that committed the crime, that they should, God will destroy the people, undermining that they at the end they will still discredit themselves by saying they did it in order to indict ATOB and the ESM, as if they are not the one doing it. People committed offense and they were there telling you that they are the one committing it. And now you people are lying, talking as if everybody did not see it. This thing happened in people's community, and the people that it happened in their community knows about it. And now somebody still comes on air to lie to say that it happened in Cameroon. What kind of people is this, for Christ's sake? So all these elders of the Ohaneze Ndigbo, Obiozo George, has he ever come out to condemn this thing that is going on? I think Buhari is being very lenient to them, because there will be the kind of a person he will even be. Those people coming to ask for that political solution or pardon, he's supposed to get all of them arrested. Their hands are into what is going on in Igbo land. Now they are talking of Igbo presidency. And the people are killing you are people that are going to take PVC. And you people are not even bothered to think of how to educate your people for them to get their PVC. You are busy talking about getting a criminal released so that he will come and continue his atrocities. Who even told them that if they release him there, that it will make the area to be more peaceful? The first one they released him 2017. Is it not when things started turning upside down? At times, I will not even blame anybody again, because at times when I think of the way our own elders reason and behave, the thing baffles me. Now, for instance, is the people we always say they don't know anything, is now teaching them the law. So, is there any place written in their own constitution or bylaw that somebody will commit a sin and you will be arrested? Then you will not go to court to defend yourself. So now indirectly they are telling the whole world, knowing full well that the person they are pleading for is guilty of all the things that is going on. And if so, why not they themselves come publicly and apologize to the entire Igbo people and plead with them to forgive their son that all of them followed him to commit the sin? They are hiding, bending their mouth. Any place there is any interaction between the federal government and anybody, they will rush to go to the place and say, pardon. Anyway, they are playing politics. They know what they are doing. They know that what they are asking is something that will not be accepted. They are just saying it to be that they have said something. Then at the end of the statement, there we are there and they had the president saying that he is going to double his effort to make sure that the terrorism in the country will be a history. That nobody is authorized to carry AK-47 and move along the street apart from armed forces. So he has even given them the in-depth of the thing on ground, the next step that they are going to take. And it has even been on social media that they are preparing seriously now for Southeast as they are planning for North. Now, coming to the Freedom scammer himself, Dick Perima, he made mention of some of the things he said. Of course, yes, I normally say it that his method of freedom fighting or leadership is what they call Machiavellian theory, under the Machiavellian theory system. It is the type of rulership that the leader says that is better to be feared than to be loved in order to remain in authority. Because when people love you, you will be doing things out of obligation. But when people fear you, they will be doing things for you because of fear of punishment, not that they are obligated to do it. So, and that theory also maintains that when people help you, put a ladder for you, you climb to the peak. What you will do so that nobody will come to that peak again, you break the ladder. Let all the people that push you up, let all of them be killed. Execute all of them, because if you still allow those people that pushed you up to still stay around you, they will be the people that will know the secret of how to pull you down. And that's exactly what he did. Immediately he noticed that he has climbed the peak. He started removing the people that, the pillars that made him to climb, and started recruiting referrals and those that did not have the full knowledge of the agitation that has been started before. Now look at the small modest party in Finland, because I don't like calling their names most of the time. Do you know that immediately when Mefo had a loggerhead with the Ekrima himself, when he came to lie on his head that he sold Radio Biafra, and we here we are so surprised. How will he sold the radio and the radio is still talking, carrying the news of Biafra? So what is actually going on? Before Mefo came to explain what happened there. Do you know that immediately that thing happened? That was the time he made his first broadcast that their ONYIBE needed 100 men to restore Biafra, and he should take him as 50 of the men, that they will now be looking for the remaining 50. By then, by his saying, he thought that they want to use him to make the deputy, they want to use him to replace Mefo. That is exactly what happened. So there's not much gospel in evening class, as I said before. What I'm trying just to say that let those that are committing the evil, let them continue committing it. At the end, they will receive their reward. Like as you just say, if you know that you get yourself involved in the IPON's activities, you better just retrace yourself and remove yourself from it. It's not even a benefit, it's even a favor now for those that themselves have removed from their book before now. Because those of you that are still there, when jungle matures, whatever you see, you take it the way you see it. Let them continue committing all the atrocities they are committing, lying, blackmailing, propagating false information everywhere. But those that know the truth still know the truth. They will not to submission for following them to commit all their manner of atrocities they are committing. So I really thank you for the good work you are doing by always coming to broaden our vision to understand the things on ground. But I'm still using this opportunity to appeal to you, all of you, all those things you people know. It's high time you people will start exposing all of them. I think we have kept it enough for these people, thinking that they will repent. They are not repenting. Rather, they are getting worse and worse every day. God has already given them a reprobate heart. There's no need of covering anything again. There is no element of trust in them. They have betrayed everybody. They have, at times they call people a betrayer or they call somebody saboteur. Why they are ironically talking to themselves? Because all those things are the things they do. They are calling people, saying that the people do. So it's very unfortunate and very, very pathetic situations we find ourselves. But I know as far as God is still in heaven, He will continue to protect and preserve His children. Let them continue with the evil they are doing. They are jubilating that UK government, he said, is individual that got involved in terrorist act, that they will not give asylum. He did not call them terrorists. That shows that somebody said it in Injustice program, that the way they behave and the way they talk shows that they are full of illiterate. Because if they are the type that we read in between lines, when somebody make a comment, there's a kind of statement somebody will make in place of synonyms or in place of simile or in place of metaphor. All those things, you have to understand it in the real sense. Diplomatically, they will tell you, when you are using a diplomacy, you can tell somebody, you are an idiot. But you will say it in a way that it is appealing to that person. You will not know that you are calling him an idiot. But those that knows. Let them be jumping up and down. Very soon, when the next list of terrorists will come out, they will understand. Let them continue with their evil. They think that all what they are doing is not documented. The documentation of all the evil they are, the atrocities they have been committing is all over there. When before Perima was exposed this way, when he was outside, they normally do all those things and video it and bring out and start shouting Fulani. Like this last one they did, if it were dead, is a very big avenue for them to do business. And they would have not allowed them to have anything in connection with the soldier. They would have used something else to cover him. Maybe they will Photoshop that uniform to Biafra flag, so that when they bring it out to people will start crying, shouting that is Nigerian soldier or DSS that did it. But it seems favor that is inside the death. We are not hearing of Fulani again or DSS again. Those that are lying for them have lied. They found out that people are debunking them. They are lying to people and debunking them. And where the thing happened, people that are in the ground, of the location the thing happened, will bring out the rating that happened. They didn't know what to be doing again. Let them continue. I know at the end, victory will be ours. If they like, let them retrace their step. If they don't like, let them continue the way they are. But for one Buddha, as faith call him, let him continue fooling himself. He thought that all those rubbish he's doing will get him to anywhere. Is he not even ashamed that his own state, nobody is sitting at home? And in Sema, in his own state, nobody is sitting at home. Even in Enugu now, they have started stopping sitting at home because last Monday, the movement we are seeing everywhere there. No matter that some of them will go to a lonely place and Photoshop or take a picture of old sit at home when things were actually happening well, and now edit it and they put it as the current one. Let them continue. Since you are unable to control even your own compound, they want to control the whole league. But I will not blame them because our elders is helping them to do that. Otherwise, why should you be coming to plead for somebody and you have not condemned the atrocities, the evil that person did? Anytime they come outside and condemn it in total and they ask for forgiveness, then if they are asking for him to be forgiven, then the people will start reasoning it. You have not asked for the forgiveness. If that person is released, will Dr. King will be revived? Will these two couples killed be revived? Will all the people that have been killed and buried in a shallow grave, will all of them be revived? My dear, I don't just want to talk fast like this. I thank you for the good work you are doing. Let me pin it here and remain blessed.
Thank
and continue with your good work.
Thank you very much. Good night. And of course, like he said, the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, we need to open it up very well. But that is also part of that. We have said it's trust issue. I've told Nnamdi Kanu, let him come out and mention my name. Judge ONYIBE Menka. I will reduce him to 13 years old. I will remove all his age and bring him to 13 years old. That is why I'm telling his bingo. All of you will be ashamed. Eventually, when the truth and evidence will circulate on the social media, you see the horrible demon and heartless individual you are supporting sheepishly, foolishly, I must say. And of course, we must continue to expose evil for those who are there. They are telling, oh, they give us asylum. We are not terrorists. Britain is indirectly telling Nigeria, carry your load. Yoruba will say, carry your load. At this moment, I'm joined by Daddy in the Lord. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? And of course, that should be the issue. Daddy in the Lord, can you hear me? Okay, let's see if I can be able to bring him back. Of course, as always, one or two technical issues, but we continue to tell ourselves the truth. Can you hear me?
Check your line.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay now. Good evening from here and welcome to the program.
Clearly. If you can hear me.
Yes, okay. I can hear you now. It's okay.
Well, can I pray? Yeah, good afternoon from here, my brother. Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Coupled with I don't know what else to say because most of the things that you have said here from the beginning to the end of your presentation, it brings to question, what are we actually doing? It's so sad. It's really sad that our people, the truth has, has gone away from us. It is so sad. What I'm looking at today is so sad. Everybody, the ones you think they know better, goodbye. And when I said now, everybody just say what they want to say and expect to be free. Of course, we know some of them worship the mermaids, which is money. Anywhere money is, they will change position. And they do know these things. They don't know that people are watching. Unfortunately, we have not got enough men to stand against this evil. But because if we do, these people will not remain in the land. And it didn't start today. It didn't start today. Look at your presentation. Right from what happened in Ebony. There's so many things that you have touched on. The disgrace in Ebony. The begging of a presidential candidate come 2023. And their brother, Tony Nadi, has been calling on people to look at a better idea to free ourselves from this slavery. None of them will support that. They've been calling on them to look at the Constitution. People, every indigenous population needs to stand up and say, no, this Constitution, we did not write it. All of them know we did not write the Constitution. All of them know that this is a fraudulent Constitution. From east to west, from south to north, knows that this Constitution is a fraudulent Constitution. Yet, people are there talking politics, talking about who will put them in power and everything. Can't you see that, we are irredeemable people? Now, I read a post this afternoon, and this guy was questioning, why did God not wait for this generation instead of destroying Sodom and Gomorrah? He was implying that the abominations of these days has gone beyond that of Sodom and Gomorrah in Nigeria. Yet, it has continued to happen. And I can't agree more with that individual, okay, even though it sounds like questioning God. Everybody from A to Z. No wonder Abraham asked, if they find 10 people, will you be able to save this nation? Of course, we know that Nigeria is irredeemable. Our people are irredeemable because we don't do things as human beings. Now, every clock has turned around. Everybody is now supporting Leviathan and the Canaan. I'm just hearing, yet to watch the video, where I am hearing that even Ralph Wazirike is saying that he left a de facto government because we are talking about the Canaan. I'm yet to watch that before I can have a response. Because this is something, I don't understand what I'm saying. I don't understand what I'm saying. Everybody now is supporting Nnamdi Kanu. They want a political resolution. Everybody is all good. It's okay to behead people. It's okay to eat people. It's okay to rob, rape, and even cut up private parts. And we are looking for a political solution. Unfortunately, I hear a lot of them trying to compare what is happening in Igbo land with what is happening in the north, as if this is norm in our land. To be beheading people, to be killing people, anyhow, to be eating the human beings like you. It's so sad. It's so sad. Just because of money. Just because of money. None of them is looking at the right thing to do the right thing. Today, it clearly appears to me that what people need to do is to support the winner's approach. If none of us wants to do that, then we don't want freedom. Because of all this nothing, all this distraction, we want to be president 2023 for what to happen? And you want to take your agitation that everybody has denied that they are not part of the movement. Everybody. It's obvious that nobody wants freedom as far as the people that are talking about Biafran freedom. It's obvious that everybody, anywhere, any smell of money, they are ranting, they have forgotten themselves. Okay, sorry. It's a shame. They're heartbreaking. Here, for any other person that wants to call your program, but I am so devastated this afternoon. I'm yet to watch that video and hear what Chipurap Wazrike said about why he decided he's no longer part of the de facto government. I'm yet to watch that video. And so I can understand what he was saying. But this is what I'm hearing now. Isn't that? I mean, are we ridiculing? Who do we think we are ridiculing?
In the right sense, that in the Lord, we already know the truth. We already know the truth.
Shame.
We just want to believe that in the right time, most of them will make amends and repent from their evil.
Myself inclusive. Let me stop so far because I'm so upset. I don't even want to continue to sit here because this is ridiculous.
It's understandable.
This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, my brother. Thank you very much for what you're doing.
And of course, the truth cannot be overemphasized. We already know the truth. With the truth at our disposal, we know every turn. We know every institution, every process that we must engage. But you see, you allow the stage, let the competitors, let them begin to display themselves. But under our watch, no selling. We're not seeing anything yet because it's not yet time. Most of our people, they are not mature enough to handle this truth. And they are growing. Anything you want to do, anyhow you want to do it, please, the stage is open. But don't forget to ask yourself every moment, each time you want to go to bed, have a moment of re-evaluation, cross-examine yourself, and let's see if you still have the ability to tell yourself the truth. And then in the end, you will understand where we are coming from. And then you can be able to appreciate where we are going to. And of course, at this moment, we are inching closer to the end of this program. Do not forget to follow us on Facebook, on satellite, 100.5 relay station here in Biafra land, at least for the moment, some part in Anambra State and some part in River State. And of course, in a few days or weeks from now, we'll be getting more coverage in other states. It's just as simple as ABC. Saving ourselves from this precarious situation remains the ultimate goal. The journey has already begun. Don't let anybody allow you to stop on the wrong bus stop. And don't let them deceive you. We've been fooled enough all these years. This is the time for reality. For the moment of impression is over. On this note, I appreciate those of you who were able to call in to make your contribution. I go on another day in the Lord. Tomorrow is another day. We'll continue from there. Good night and God bless.
never retaliate. The spirit of innocent Biafrans, where they flow like a river. I said the blood of innocent Biafrans, where they massacre, where they flow like a Red Sea. Spirit of innocent Biafrans, where they massacre, where they rise like a big storm. Rise up, spiritually and physical. Rise up, upon anybody, where they again, this my freedom. Rise up, on anybody, with the again, this Biafra, our Father who art in heaven, oh. We say hallowed be thy name, oh. We dey wait for your kingdom to come, oh. Right here on earth like this in heaven, oh. We say promise, you promise your children. Promise, you promise your people, oh. We say promise, you promise the Biafra. Yes, it's a amalgamation, we see the suffer. They start to killing us since 1945. Till the today, they are not satisfied. Yeah, we're like a stranger in the land of scavengers. Then they kill us, then they eat us. So they make war govern us, and our senators don't turn against us. They want to stop us, but they cannot stop us. Yeah, Biafra is unstoppable, unstoppable, it's unstoppable, because the fire is unquenchable, unquenchable, unquenchable. Freedom, if you're blocking on the Biafra, freedom, cause if you're blocking on the Biafra, freedom, make the freedom to go. Too much, because he cried on it too much, yo. Because he suffered on it too much, yo. In a nation, because he killing on it too much, yo. Because he suffered on it too much, yo. Because he cried on it too much, yo. In a nation.